Now, in my life, I have gotten a lot of things, tools, cars, motorcycles, trains for my train collection, model airplane engines that have overachieved. They've given me a lot more than I originally expected when I got them. I have a train engine that's coming up on 70 years old and still runs great, among other things. A shop vac I had when I was a kid. And this motorcycle is a true, in my estimation, a true overachiever. Now, as always, the name of the game this time of year is let's get out on the open road early, try to find some shady places to ride and stay as cool as possible, and get home and have some iced tea. Now, I know people that have bought a motorcycle for 3, maybe 4 times the price I paid for the bike and been disappointed. It didn't live up to their expectations, and usually that's disappointing. They trade it in, lose a ton of money, and then buy another bike that disappoints them. Well, I've been real lucky. I like to buy bikes that I know are kind of ahead of time. They're going to suit my needs. I know what my needs are. I know I'm not into clip-ons anymore. I'm not into dirt bikes anymore. So I'm a little bit more easy to please, I guess is the right word. And I like to check the tire pressure, especially in the hot weather. Sometimes you have to bleed off a pound or two as we get up into the 90s here. It's been almost 90 when I leave the house, 85, 90. So that I like to keep that right where I want it. And of course, feeding the fish, but so important. People that don't raise fish know as the temperature goes up, the fish eat more. Maybe I do too, I don't know. But they are ravenous in the summer. And water in the garden, in this temperature, we've had a spell of 90 plus days. It just, everything dries out. And being a true farmer like Karen and I are, we want to keep our plants well watered. So before I head out on the ride, I have to check all the harvest and some of the things, of course, we have to buy in the grocery. So what are you making, baby?
I'm making chicken fajitas.
Chicken fajitas tonight. Ooh.
And we have so many string beans, I'm putting some string beans in it.
String beans in the chicken fajitas. I'll be thinking about that while I'm riding. Hey there, Mike. Now, there's an endless supply of people that I know that, especially when you're new to motorcycling, that buy the wrong bike. Buy a bike based on, well, the things that are not going to work for them real well, or they're unrealistic about what they expect, or they don't marry up their riding skills to the bike that they're buying, or whatever, or the comfort level. Now, in my case, I've evolved over many years of going through drag bikes and dirt bikes and every kind of clip-on you could have, and track bike and FZRs with clip-ons and everything. And at the end of it, though, at the very end, it's like, you look around and you say, what do I really want to do with this motorcycle? What's the comfort level? What do I want? What mileage do I want? And this bike, the word I use, it's an overachiever. It gives you more than you expect. Now for me, and being 78 years old and 79 real soon, comfort is an important thing because I like to go on a relaxing ride. Part of every ride, I want to relax and just look at the scenery, check out, especially where I'm riding this time of year. I want to be comfortable. Number one, comfortable. I want to ride some of the ride aggressively, but I don't want to ride the whole ride aggressively. And some people do that. They never stop by and smell the roses. I try to do both on every ride. And the area where this bike really excels, where it's really head and shoulders better than you expect it would be, when you get into some real twisty roads, especially if they're a little slippery. And the combination of this bike with the Michelin tires, and these are 6s, I'm in the middle of testing the 6s, but even when it had the 5s on it, it's an exceptional handling bike. I've had it on the track, I've had it at Pocono, and it is exceptional. You don't expect it to be this good, but like an SV650, it overachieves at the track or on the street. Now, having a bike that gets exceptionally good mileage is a real plus factor. There's not a lot of gas stations in this area, and it's really annoying to have a bike that you got to halfway through a ride start looking for where's the nearest gas station. Not this one. And when I did the 500-hour restoration, I knew it was going to be investing that time, money, and energy in a bike I would enjoy for a very, very long time. I knew ahead of time this bike suited my needs. And it has a really quiet exhaust when you're in town areas or populated areas. But the thing that I like about it, like some of the other bikes in my collection, at full throttle, it has the sound of an Indy car. I really like that. Now, a little small free bonus too. Whenever you ride this bike, either on salty roads or coming home in the rain or in dirty roads, you have to go to off main roads for a while, the bike is easy to clean. I don't know how they designed it with that in mind, but it's the easiest bike I have to clean after a rainy ride. So if you're a very fortunate person like I am, and you have found over the course of riding a lot of different motorcycles, one or ones that suit your needs, consider yourself very lucky, because there's a world full of people that are just unhappy with their bikes and trading them in constantly, losing money constantly, or whatever the combination of things they expected. The bikes did not overachieve, they underachieved. And then that bike gets traded in and they move her along to the next bike. And I guess some people are just hard to please, but over my lifetime, I've been fortunate to ride a lot of motorcycles, test ride them, ride all of Luciano's bikes among other people, and ride a lot of bikes that after I got done riding them, I said, in my heart of hearts, I said, I'm glad I have the bike I already have, because this bike suits my needs, and other bikes that were totally uncomfortable to ride or just unrealistic sounding did not meet my needs. And I don't know where the 15 years went, but they were good years, and I've enjoyed every one of them. Thank you, Mr. Ninja. And if you've found a bike that overachieves for you, hey, congratulations. I've found mine. I'm real happy with the bikes in my collection, and if I do live long enough, I get a new one every 10 years to add to my collection. We're going to see how that plays out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you did, and thank you so much for watching.